Jarrett, you and Mick Foley both have crossed my line. You two are going to face each other in the center of this ring. Whoever loses is fired from TNA. And the winner is going to be my bitch.
Mick Foley, Jeff Jarrett, no disqualification. Beer Money Incorporated, the special guest referees. The loser gets fired.
I knew what was at stake when I shaved Bischoff's head. You knew what was at stake when you nearly took his head clean off with that guitar. This is a fight that neither one of us can win.
Jarrett gonna go for the stroke!
You know, he's a 20-plus year friend.
The hardcore legend, Mick Foley, has been fired.
Listen, Oak, I'll say it one last time. You don't have to apologize. That was Eric. Let it go.
Well,
I'll
brother,
let it go.
I'm still in a bad spot because I got to go to New York. I got some big business for TNA, but I want to make it right with you first. I do have to apologize for Eric. He's so passionate, brother. You don't understand.
We all are.
Okay, well, his business and personal gets real mixed up sometimes. That's why him and I make a good team. We agree to disagree, and then we get it straight. But when I saw you handle Eric, brother, and how you were such a great pro, I've got a great amount of respect for you. And now the fans, what's going on with you and the fans? This is unreal, brother. So I think the new start should be tonight with you, a real new start. If you go in that ring and kick AJ Styles' butt around this building, you'll be the #1 contender after lockdown, brother.
If I beat AJ tonight,
yes, sir.
I'm on it, bro. I think that's all I wanted.
You're on a roll,
was an
man.
opportunity in the ring. Thanks, sir.
Where's the man? There he is right there. There's the
Easy,
man
Mike.
right there.
Where you been?
I haven't talked to you in a while. I know I'm sorry, but we'll talk about that later. Word travels fast that you're not going to be here tonight for the show, huh? That word travels fast. Well, I got an idea. I was thinking. Yeah, I was thinking a lot. Yeah, I was thinking, how about I pull in for you? Huh? How about that? One half of the Mega Powers filling in for the other half. How about that? Huh?
Well, you know, Mach, it feels right, brother. And Eric's a little confused. And I don't know if you need to do the whirly-twirly or drop the elbow on him, brother. But when I'm gone, I can't think of anybody I'd rather have take my place than the madness himself. Ooh, so how about the Mega Power handshake to seal the deal?
Brother, seal it.
I feel
Something's gonna happen. Some madness is gonna happen. Ooh,
dig it.
Yeah, I'm digging it.
Tonight on Impact, for the first time ever, it's a knockouts first blood title match with Kara versus Daphne.
And in a match made by Hulk Hogan, TNA World Champion AJ Styles against a man who almost lost his job last week, Jeff Jarrett.
Plus the band, that's Nash, Paul, and Six Pac versus Eric Young, Jeff Hardy, and RVD. Well, from Mick Foley's firing to the terrific RVD and Jeff Hardy versus Beer Money match to the serious injury suffered by Hernandez at the hands of his tag champion partner Matt Morgan, Taz, TNA, and Impact will never be the same after last week.
Well, you want to talk about Impact? The band is back together. Why the hell is Bubba the Love Sponge leading the band out to the ring here? What's up with this?
Yes, we open tonight's Impact with the reformation, the reunion of the band. Recently, at Destination X, Kevin Nash showed his true colors. He stayed loyal to his bandmates and stabbed Eric Young in the back.
You pathetic sheep marks. There's not a one of you out here. There's not a one of you out here that wouldn't want to be me. National radio, less the physical attributes. National radio show. Work for Howard Stern part-time. I don't even need this job, quite frankly. But if I'm gonna work here, this is the kind of people I'm hanging out with, to be honest with you. These are the people that I mesh with. This is who gets me and what I do. I'm telling you right now, no disrespect to Christy Hemme, Jeremy Borash. You guys have no business interviewing men, legends like these fellas. I'll do that from this point forward. Period. And there's this little sawed-off bulldog son of a bitch in the back, Vince Young, Eric Evans, and I have been told that Big Sexay would like to have a word or five about this little bulldog of a man.
Well, first off, his name's Eric Young, and the reason we weren't here last week, these guys wanted to come and gloat. I wasn't cool about it because Eric Young and I have become friends over the last year. So I know Eric Young's in the back, and just man to man, I'd like Eric Young to come down. I'd like to talk to him and offer him an apology from Big Sexy.
Wow, I gotta say, I didn't expect this.
Where is it?
You buy it?
No.
Well, here comes Eric Young. Not sure that he buys that Kevin Nash is going to give him an apology.
We'll be competing later on tonight. Six-man match.
With his tag partners, RVD and Jeff Hardy, against the band.
We don't need anybody stirring it, all right? It's between me and Eric. Hey, Eric, I know what we did to you was wrong, especially me. I know you trusted me. But you got to realize one thing, man. You and I are friends. What I did was business, was not personal. I talked to my buddies here, and we've decided that there's anybody that's going to join the band that's standing back there, it's definitely you. One thing. This match tonight, this match ain't going to happen. All right? There's not going to be a match. Hardy and RVD are not in our league. They're not ready. So what do you say? We throw one up. You join us. You join the band.
For Nash, one for Hall, one for Six-Pac, and especially the left punch in the corner, and then Nash cuts him down from behind.
That was just enough to slow down Eric Young.
Big mistake! Big mistake!
Oh! Leg drop by Six-Pac.
What do you think about that? You had a chance.
Eric Young defenseless. Scott Hall holds him. Nash drives the right hand, and now it's Scott Hall's turn.
Well, here we go.
RVD and Jeff Hardy. Gonna get a little preview of our main event tag team match.
Well, the band did the right thing and got out of here because they might have got lit up.
Eric Young not interested in the business proposal offered up by Kevin Nash and the band. I think to Eric Young, it still is personal.
Yo, guys, we're ready to do this six-man right now.
What do you say, guys?
I'm gonna do it now.
No reason to wait.
But since you guys think you're the main event, we'll make it the main event tonight. And in honor of Lockdown, tonight's main event will be a steel cage match.
Whoa!
Come on with it!
That's pretty cool.
Modest to the top.
You heard it from
Modest
Jeff Hardy.
at
It's
the
later
top.
tonight on Impact. It's the band against Eric Young,
Modest
RVD, and Hardy.
past the
But
top.
tonight, in honor of Lockdown, it's in the steel cage.
Modest.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing team number one, first from Malibu, California, Brian Kendrick. His tag team partner from the UK, the TNA X Division champion, Doug Williams.
Recently at Destination X, the X Division champ Doug Williams sent a message to both Shannon Moore and the other X Division high flyers.
Yeah, well, it was pretty apparent by hearing what Doug Williams had to say at Destination X. He had zero respect for the X Division and especially Shannon Moore.
Their opponents from Southern California, Kazarian, his tag team partner from Whispering Pines, North Carolina, the Prince of Punk, Shannon Moore.
But the Dilligan, the sword, I got one.
Taz, it was also at Destination X where Kazarian competed for #1 contender status in the four-way ladder match.
Oh, talk about excitement and high risk. This match was completely sick. And I'll tell you what, in the end, we have a new #1 contender for the X Division title. His name is Kazarian.
You notice the body language between X Division champ Doug Williams and his tag partner Brian Kendrick on their entrance.
Brian Kendrick, an X Division athlete, and again, Doug Williams not making many friends in a division that he's a champion of.
This guy, Brian Kendrick, he lives in his own world. He is an absolute loner. We saw that on the entrance as Shannon Moore comes flying across, knocks Kendrick out to the floor, and this is the focus. This is the concentration for Shannon Moore. He wants to get back some revenge on the X Division champ, Doug Williams.
Payback, so you know what, and Shannon, the king of glam rock, bringing it right now to Doug Williams. Here comes the #1 contender for the X Division title right there, Kazarian.
Kazarian with a quick dropkick. You know, he would love nothing more than to get a pin on the X Division champ as the #1 contender. That would really get in the head of Doug Williams. Slingshot leg drop. Here's the pin attempt.
Well, it's an excellent opportunity for Kazarian to get some right now. Nice low ankle pick single leg by Doug Williams. And Doug smart getting out quick. You know what? Kazarian knows too much about him.
Big news, next week, Impact on Fight TV will air at a special time. That's 8 p.m. Eastern and Pacific as we see Kendrick shot off into the corner. What velocity as he went back first into the turnbuckles.
Here comes Kazarian. Watch. Oh! Tremendous athleticism by Kazarian.
Taz, in addition to that big six-man steel cage main event, the First Blood knockout match, I've just received word we're going to have the Pope, D'Angelo Dinero versus Desmond Wolfe. That's going to take place as well tonight here on Impact as well. All of a sudden, Kendrick and Williams, well, momentarily at least, working together.
Oh, yeah, I think they're both kind of low-lander type of fellas, meaning Kendrick and Williams. But I do think, as we saw at the top of the match, Kendrick probably not happy about the way Williams talked about the X Division.
Yeah, what did you think about that monologue that we heard from Doug Williams back at Destination X where he put down all the high flyers?
Well, I kind of, you know, me being a former wrestler, I wasn't a high flyer, but I kind of, I don't want to say I agree with Doug Williams, but My style kind of exemplified what his style is, but and I kind of get what Doug Williams is saying. Bottom line is, Doug Williams is the cornerstone of the X division, like it or not. His style works. He's a salty veteran and can get it done in there. That's why he's a champ.
I think that style works because it's the direct opposite of the high flyers. He's so technically sound from that ground-oriented, mat-based offense.
Well, you know what? When you're a high flyer, high risk, you make mistakes. A guy like Doug Williams, an athlete, a superstar, a champion like Doug Williams, allows you to make those mistakes and then capitalizes. Cross faces by Kendrick here.
Shot after shot directed into the face of Kazarian, the #1 contender for the X Division Championship. And, you know, Kendrick upset. He was involved in that same four-way ladder match. You see, he's still PO'd that Kazarian got the win.
Yeah, well, that match, that four-way match at Destination X could have went any which way. And I'm telling you right now, but Kazarian was able to pull it out. Something to see. Oh, wow, both men seem like they clunked heads, Mike.
Mid-ring collision. Got to agree with you. The heads collide, and both Kazarian and Brian Kendrick go down and on the opposite sides of the ring from their tag partners.
Oh, nice way to cut off the ring by Kendrick. Look at that counter. Williams now legal. So's Moore. Oh.
Two fresh men into the battle with Shannon Moore and Doug Williams. He's got drop kicks for both, then the spin kick for the X Division champ, and Doug Williams sent directly into the corner.
Well, you don't see Doug Williams make mistakes much. Shannon Moore might capitalize on the error by Williams.
Top rope, snaps off the Hurricane Rana, goes for the pin. He's got the leg hook, and whoa, he almost beat the X Division champ.
Well, Brian Kendrick making the save in very fleet-footed fashion.
Series of forearm shots to Kendrick from Shannon Moore, and while Kazarian holds Kendrick, spin kick, and then he just got suplexed right on the back of his head. Williams running knee for Kazarian. Then the battering ram style headbutt by Doug Williams for Shannon Moore.
Tell you what, it looked like Kendrick's head and skull got snapped in half. Not his skull, but I meant his neck. It was nasty.
Physical X Division tag team match to kick off Impact. Oh! Shannon Moore got the pin on Kendrick. Kazarian cuts across to hold Williams, and Kazarian and Moore win it.
Here are your winners, Kazarian and Shannon Moore.
Shannon Moore capitalized and booked a dilly gaff and all.
Well, that was total non-stop action from the X Division, personified, and what we saw, the problems between Shannon Moore and Doug Williams at Destination X, and now Shannon Moore, he's applying something to the face of Brian Kendrick.
Like a black lipstick or something, or a little paint job.
X Division champ Doug Williams walks away. Shannon Moore, Kazarian get the win and the last word on Kendrick. Should be allowed.
Whoa, wait a minute. That's a joke, right? You're ribbing me. Come on. Oh, no, I'll make it work. Trust me, I'll make it work. You just have fun in New York. Oh, sure. Bye. Ms. Tessmacher.
Yes, Mr. Bischoff.
Look, I know you've only been on the job one day, and you're doing a great job, by the way, but there's a guy, he's going to try to see me, he's going to try to come into my office. I want you to do me a favor. I don't want him within 50 feet of me.
Yes, sir.
Do whatever you have to do, all right? Just keep him the hell out of my office.
Sure thing. Who?
Oh, yeah, Eric. It's easy. There he is. Yeah, for old time's sake, give me one right there. Right there, yep. Bam, right there. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. How you been, man?
Outstanding.
Yeah, I can imagine. Hey, we're going to be working side by side, so if you play your cards right, I'll talk to the Hulkster, and you'll be the third member of the Mega Powers.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Here's the card. I came up with it myself. Speaking of which, can you get Kabuki on the phone? Because he's needed big time for this one. Eric, you want to check this out right here. It's classic right there.
Oh, yeah, it's classic. Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik versus the Killer Bees.
Oh, Killer Bees.
Classic. Coco Beware versus Akeem the African Dream.
With Slick, remember him?
And King Kong Bundy versus the Junkyard Dog.
That 5 counts amazing. That's genius.
I'll tell you what, do me a favor. You're way too valuable to spend your time on the undercard. Why don't you think of something for the main event? Something
Main event?
Blow us right out of the water.
Yeah, you want to freak out, right?
That's it.
I'm going to come up with a main event that's going to make you say, oh, yeah, Eric, I got this down pat.
You go.
Main event.
And you go get me beer money now.
Yes, Mr. Bischoff.
Well, Hulk Hogan has given Jeff Jarrett a chance to become the #1 contender after lockdown. The champ versus Jarrett still to come.
Plus tonight in our Impact main event, it's going to be the Band in a 6-man tag versus RVD, Jeff Hardy, and Eric Young in the steel cage.
But up next, the Pope is in the house. Don't go anywhere. The Pope is pimping next. Well, here comes the Pope.
It was last month and against all odds by virtue of 3 victories in one night. In the 8-card stud tournament, the Pope D'Angelo Dinero earned a TNA World Heavyweight Championship match against AJ Styles. It's Sunday, April the 18th. It's in the steel cage. It's at Lockdown in St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah, Mike, but first, tonight, the Pope has to face Desmond Wolfe, which, as you know, will not be an easy task.
They have had a series of very, very intriguing matches over the course of the past several months here in TNA.
Hey, what? I like that sports jacket. What if they sell that thing in orange?
Lockdown, lockdown, lockdown. April 18th, St. Louis, Missouri. Pope D'Angelo Dinero, AJ Styles, steel cage match, TNA World Heavyweight Championship. A moment that Pope has dreamed about his entire life. A moment that Pope has worked for his entire career, only to have it jeopardized, if you will, by AJ Styles and the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Hell, you know what? I'm not calling him Nature Boy anymore. He was a boy 50 years ago. It's time to grow up. And AJ Styles has been walking on edge, holding down his head, hoping and praying that Pope doesn't even know he's alive. You know why? Because he's nothing more than a shadow in the streetlights. And Pope is the godlight of TNA, and I'm here to let you know, AJ Styles, that daybreak, my friend, is soon to come. And not only that, Pope has been known to give prophetic advice every now and then. Can I do it, y'all? If Pope can give his prophetic advice, give me a hard man. AJ Styles, what Pope wants you to do is to head down to Cape Canaveral, Florida. Walk into the Kennedy Space Center. I want you to buy, rent, or steal the most expensive astronaut suit available to mankind. Because Pope, lockdown, 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 is going to take you to the outer limits. And for all that you are, yes, you're the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Pope will give you that. And yes, you are phenomenal when you want to be. But you will never, ever be the charismatic, pimptacular, hand-clapping, foot-tapping, pimp-slapping, bleeding attire, always on fire, Pope that is D'Angelo Dinero. And when the smoke is cleared, Pope will be standing in the middle of the ring with the TNA World
and the world, along with Pope congregation, is going to declare not only that Pope has arrived, but Pope is pimping.
Well, the Pope definitely focused for his opportunity at AJ Styles for the TNA World Heavyweight title at Lockdown in St. Louis. But Pope's got to realize, he's got Desmond Wolf. Speaking of Desmond Wolf, that's
Chelsea's Desmond.
Hey. Well, that's not Desmond Wolf, that's Chelsea. But I get your point.
Cut it, hold. Now that's a dime piece right there, Daddy. All right. Look here, little Chelsea. How can I help you? What's going on here?
Well, there is one little thing you can do for me, you big, sexy hunk of chocolate. I mean, I've pretty much always had everything I wanted in life. Money, cars, yachts. But there's just one little dream I've had that I thought maybe you could help me with. I wanted to, you know, how do you say it? Be a hoe.
Wait. Look here. Now, Pope is going to have to lay his hands on you real soon. I know that, all right? Okay, but just before we get there, let Pope ask you a question. Do you know how to drive a stick?
Well, I can't say that I know exactly, but I am a real quick learner. Oh, is that a gun in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Calm down, boy, calm down.
Subtle.
Oh, I'm happy to see you.
Oh, boy.
Look here. Chelsea. Hold this for a second. I'll be right back.
Oh, Pope turns around, and the street smart Pope, he's ready for Desmond Wolf. He saw this coming.
Yeah, I think so. I think Mr. Wolf and Leslie Chelsea.
Wait, now, where were we? We were right about here.
Whoa!
Well, I guess a little trap, it seemed like, that Mr. Wolf set up. Did not work.
Backfires on Desmond Wolf and Chelsea. Congregation assembles in St. Louis for the world title match. But remember, later tonight, it's the Pope and Desmond Wolf. Well, here she comes. That's the TNA Knockout champ, Tara, and she defends that title against Daphne. First time ever, knockouts in a first blood match.
They have spoken. And the results will be different. Will be very different.
Okay, so Samoa Joe has resurfaced, but I don't get it. Who's they?
Don't ask me.
I don't know.
Mike Tenay, it's Taz. Welcome you to a loaded Impact broadcast. First time ever, it's going to be a first blood knockouts title match as Daphne challenges Tara.
And how about this? 6 combustible elements inside a structure like a steel cage. I cannot wait for this tonight, Mike.
Can't wait either. Steel cage for that 6-man tag team main event. It's going to be the band against RVD, Jeff Hardy, and Eric Young. Main event is going to be incredible tonight.
Simply the greatest.
What's going on here?
You got me.
What? You thought I was done? You thought you kicked me out? I ain't going nowhere.
What is it?
What? From the top of the impact zone?
It looked like Orlando Jordan, I think.
It's Orlando Jordan.
What the hell is he wearing?
It's like that caution tape. Oh, it's TNA cross the line caution tape.
The women love me, and the guys want to get with me. Orlando Jordan. I got the look.
That's some entrance, Taz.
Yeah. Well, it's different.
And I got the skill. Natural born talent. You want some of me?
I don't really get it.
You don't get it.
No, look, Orlando Jordan, he's a little
eccentric,
a little outlandish,
bizarre.
Bizarre is probably the best word to describe Orlando. This is definitely bizarre, I know that. What's his deal? Where's he going?
Cut me off guard.
Simply the great.
Well, folks, I don't know what to make of that, but we'll continue nonetheless. Tara, TNA Knockouts champion tonight. It's a first blood match. The Knockouts championship on the line against the very unpredictable Daphne. But I have a feeling tonight it is not about that Knockouts championship. It's about something entirely different.
Entirely different. This is revenge. She took something that was precious to me, my poison, my spider, my baby. And you know what? People think she's crazy and dangerous. She knows nothing about crazy and dangerous. She took something of mine, and I'm gonna make her pay. It's not about submissions, a pin. It's pure blood. And that's okay with me.
Me too!
Get out of there, JB. Crazy and dangerous? Yeah, that describes Daphne.
Oh, man.
The knockout champ Tara fighting
like
back here.
Starting a little early.
Take that, Daphne!
Daphne tried the blindside attack.
They don't want to wait for the first ever knockouts, first blood match.
You crazy freaking bitch!
Go!
Yes. Yes, you're gonna pay. You are gonna pay. And
God.
Oh! Shot after shot. Face first. Right into that steel door.
Yeah.
Tara Daphne, knockout title. The first blood match. It's up next. And we are back on Impact, and as you can see, the battle that started before the commercial break has continued between the knockout champ, Tara, and Daphne. And I just heard the bell ring, Taz. This match is now official. It's underway.
Yeah, these two women have been just beating the living hell out of each other throughout the commercial break backstage.
First time ever that we've had the knockouts involved in a first blood match. We're over here by the broadcast table.
Mike. You might want to get up, Mike.
Watch out, Mike.
You might want to be careful.
Oof. No blood, no blood.
The first woman who
That's
bleeds.
the key. It's not about pins. It's not about submissions. That was Daphne biting the head of Tara. Tells referee Andrew Thomas, check Tara's head, but not bleeding.
You can hear that impact right there.
Stop.
Come on, get over. Come on. Oh, my God.
What a great, crazy, chaotic scene out here.
I guess that describes it.
All right, Mike. Oh, you kind of laid its a track to you, I guess. Try and settle down here. Both Daphne now and Tara beneath us here. Watch out, right to this platform that our announce desk is on. Mike, today they're trying to get Mike's headset going here. Who is going to draw blood first? Knockout title on the line. First time ever. First blood match. Look at this, the violence that Daphne's bringing out here. Oh my God, she's dragging Tara. Oh, a camera cord here. Well, you can fly out of here on that broom, Tara. I'm sorry, Daphne. Oh! Oh! I think Tara's strength would be if she was in this ring as opposed to outside, but now look at this, Daphne shattering that broomstick. That thing is a sharp object, that's a weapon.
They come back on board here, Taz, got that sharp edge from that piece of wood, broke it off that broom.
Oh my God, no!
Use it as a spike.
It's like a freaking vampire movie here. Oh my God.
Knockout champ, Tara, just stopping it just barely before it makes contact with her head.
Tara overpowering Daphne, and that's a good thing. Watch out!
Charges at her, but Tara was able to connect first with the boot. Gonna take her up. Gonna go for the widow's peak. Oh, drops her down with the widow's peak. But again, it's not pin, it's not submission.
Correct.
It's first blood. You bleed, you lose.
And if Tara ends up bleeding, she will lose her knockout title. I know how important her spider is. Poison, her tarantula that Daphne had taken. Still has, we assume, from Tara. Now, looks like Tara grabbed hold of that toolbox.
Oh, God! What a shot to the head!
Oh, my gosh.
Referee Andrew Thomas checking.
She's bleeding.
And calls for the bell. Daphne's bleeding from the head.
Here is your winner and still TNA Knockout Champion, Tara!
Is there...
Well, there you can see it.
Yeah.
Finally get the look right there, the close-up on the head.
Yes, Andrew Thomas had a better view of it. Right? Daphne, she's kind of like...
He likes it.
Kind of like getting, kind of digging it a little bit.
Wow. Tara remains TNA Knockout Champion, and I can't get over Daphne's reaction. Here they come, TNA World Heavyweight Champion AJ Styles with his advisor Ric Flair. It's Styles versus Jeff Jarrett, and it's up next on Impact.
Jarrett, you and Mick Foley both have crossed my line. You two are going to face each other in the center of this ring. Whoever loses is fired from TNA. And the winner is going to be my bitch. For the demon I've become, you should be sorry. For the angel you are not.
Mick Foley, Jeff Jarrett, no disqualification. Beer Money Incorporated, the special guest referees. The loser gets fired.
When I shaved Bischoff's head, you knew what was at stake when he nearly took his head clean off with that guitar. This is a fight that neither one of us can win.
Jarrett gonna go for the stroke!
You know, he's a 20-plus year friend.
The hardcore legend, Mick Foley, has been fired.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following non-title special contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Nashville, Tennessee,
Wow. Looks like Hulk Hogan also gave Jeff Jarrett back his music and pyrotechnics.
Jeff Jarrett fights to be #1 contender after lockdown. One thing's become obvious under Hogan and Bischoff. The two power figures don't always agree. Hulk Hogan is willing to give the TNA founder Jeff Jarrett a new start.
Yeah, but there's no new start for Mick Foley. Fired last week.
Georgia, the TNA Heavyweight Champion of the World, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Well, no sign of the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, and AJ Styles.
Hopefully he's not under that pyro.
World Heavyweight Champion. I'll tell you what, AJ with competition on several fronts. Lockdown April 18 in the cage in St. Louis. Next title defense against the Pope D'Angelo Dinero. But first up for AJ, this matchup against Jeff Jarrett with the understanding that if Jeff Jarrett wins tonight, then Jeff becomes the #1 contender for the TNA World Heavyweight title post-lockdown.
A massive, massive opportunity for Jeff Jarrett. There's the Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Chelsea's back.
Chelsea's back. AJ Styles, you just see a moment ago just how sure he is of himself. The arrogance oozes off of him. Nate doesn't seem to be in a talking mood.
I want to remind you once again, next week, Impact on Spike TV at a special time, 8 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific.
Well, I was saying that, Jeff Jarrett, this is a massive opportunity for him here tonight. You got to assume once he showed up here tonight, he didn't know this was going to happen, that Hulk Hogan would give this to him to become the #1 contender. If he defeats AJ after lockdown, that would take place as far as being the #1 contender. That is pretty cool.
Talked about the situation between Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff. The two power figures not always agreeing with each other, and we've heard Hulk Hogan say that he thinks that kind of balance is good. Bischoff certainly let his personal feelings affect the way that he treated Jeff Jarrett, but we talked about this earlier. This is that new opportunity, that new start for Jeff Jarrett, courtesy of Hulk Hogan.
Look, let's face it, Jeff Jarrett's a veteran. I mean, Jarrett's been a top dog. He knows what's going down. You give him an opportunity like this, even though it's against the phenomenal one, the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, AJ Styles, it's a chance. We can see Jarrett beat AJ here right now, tonight.
Would that be huge? You talk about a guy's career completely turning around. That could happen for the TNA founder, Jeff Jarrett, after going through all of the gut checks from Eric Bischoff, being put back to the bottom rung on the ladder.
Yeah.
This could really be the opening that Jarrett's been waiting for.
Absolutely. I mean, Eric Bischoff's been trying to break Jeff Jarrett for months to no avail. But right now, AJ Styles in control. Nice reversal by Jarrett. Oh, textbook hip toss. Look. He is just loaded with confidence, AJ Styles.
His special advisor, Ric Flair, looks on approvingly from the wheelchair on the entrance ramp with Chelsea as Flair tries to get into the head of the TNA founder, Jeff Jarrett.
Well, Jeff Jarrett's got a load of poise. He's a pro, knows what he's doing. I don't see him getting overzealous here too much in this match.
You think back to the history between the phenomenal AJ Styles and Jeff Jarrett, and this is another situation similar to Jeff Jarrett and Beer Money, where Jeff opened up so many doors for AJ here over the course of the past 7+ years because Jeff Jarrett was the founder of this organization.
Well, AJ Styles, Nate's loving the style and profile, and well-documented AJ Styles was bred right here in TNA. I mean, and the opportunities given to him back in the day by Jeff Jarrett.
Smart move.
Oh, very smart.
Experienced, cagey veteran Jarrett follows it up with the arm drag, and then the high hip toss takeover.
Oh, here comes Jarrett. Here he goes.
Full speed ahead. Right onto the back of the head of AJ Styles. Almost went for the Jarrett strut. Instead, comes back, answers, shots, 3 right hands right on the money, and there goes AJ.
Oh! Right on the old yam bag goes the champ.
You see Jarrett make the eye contact with the Nature Boy, and then sends the champ AJ down to the floor with the running clothesline. And there is the Jarrett strut. Oh, and that's got the Nature Boy PO'd.
Poor Nate, you can't get out of the wheelchair and do his strutting.
He is confined, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He's been strutting. It's being a battle of the struts out here.
Jarrett realizes he's got to beat AJ within the confines of the ring, rolls him in, but that's the opening that AJ was looking for, and now he follows up as he was prepared the second that Jarrett climbed in. A little tribute for the Nature Boy with the knife edge.
I mean, listen, looking past the cocksure attitude of AJ Styles and how conceited he is just a phenomenal athlete that just got blasted in the back of the head by Jeff Jarrett.
Lethal stiff kick to the head by Jarrett. Lateral press, and he was so close to being #1 contender for the world title after lockdown.
There was not much in that kick out by AJ Styles, I'm telling you. Trapping that leg and knee breaker.
Elevates Jarrett up into the air, and then you're right, drops down and now puts all of the weight behind that. The move directly across the knee, and there's the figure 4 leg lock.
AJ put that hold on, that figure 4 real quick.
Well, a lot of history behind that figure 4 as it pertains to both Ric Flair and Jeff Jarrett. Both have used it through the years to gain many victories, and now Flair using the crutch to assist AJ with the leverage on the figure 4. Threatens to swing it at referee Brian Hebner.
Referee doing the right thing. Getting control here. Nature Boy don't want to hear it, but he might get himself wheeled out of here.
Oh, smart move by Jarrett. Went to telegraph the back body. AJ thought he was going to take advantage, but not the case.
Well, here's that other figure 4 you were talking about.
And Jarrett now locks it and cinches it in.
Big time pressure, trying to get more leverage by the ropes.
I told you one time, and I'm telling you again. Get out of here.
Whoa! Brian Hebner lays down the law to the Nature Boy. Gonna send it to the back. Was that what I heard?
Exactly what you heard. Referee Brian Hebner doing the right thing. Flair's wrestling royalty. And it's time for him to take a... Let's go. Well, here comes the whole bye-bye.
Yeah, TNA security has arrived on the scene. And it looks like they're going to wheel the Nature Boy away from ringside.
AJ better look behind him. You see Jeff Jarrett. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa!
Can Jeff Jarrett become the #1 contender after lockdown? We'll find out when we return. And we are back on Impact. More of the Jeff Jarrett AJ Styles matchup. Jarrett with a victory would become #1 contender after lockdown. Taz, this is what went down during the commercial break. Jeff Jarrett was totally in control of this match.
Yeah, but then out of nowhere, AJ Styles with a low blow, which led to this awesome dive by AJ Styles, but he took a shortcut to get to that dive with the low blow.
AJ remains in charge and in control. Jarrett tries to fight back and does get up to his feet. Gonna get the offense rolling. Series of elbows to the midsection.
Look at this, maybe go for
Float
a
over.
crucifix.
Crucifix is what it is. Tries to drop it out. I'm going to remind you, TNA Mobile, it's back. It's better than ever. Exclusive updates on what's happening at TNA. Oh, what a knee drop. Text TNA to 63103.
That's not just a knee drop by the champ, AJ Styles. I mean, he intent to just hurt and bang up Jarrett. That was a nasty knee drop.
Going to remind you once again, next week, Impact on Spike TV, special time, 8 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, Taz.
Well, we'll be here, baby. Live and in Technicolor. And right now, AJ Styles in control. See his knee in the back of the upper spine of Jeff Jarrett where he has that chin lock. But Jarrett did the right thing. You want to get out of that position where the man's knee's in your back.
Again, this match was made by Hulk Hogan in an effort to make things right with Jeff Jarrett after all of the issues that Jarrett had with Eric Bischoff. Potential for Jarrett to get a TNA World Heavyweight title shot after lockdown on April the 18th, but he's got to beat AJ tonight.
Yeah, Hogan giving a huge opportunity to Jarrett. AJ Styles, this is kind of his game plan, got to be thrown off a tad because Ric Flair was out here raising some hell, and referee Brian Hebner chucked him out. Oh!
Huge six-man steel cage match in our main event tonight. Rob Van Dam, Jeff Hardy, and Eric Young to face the reunited band, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and Six Pac.
In that steel structure. Cannot wait for that bad boy tonight.
Got a little preview of the Lockdown pay-per-view event in St. Louis on April 18. Jarrett back up to his feet.
Oh,
Here
yeah.
he goes.
Jeff Jarrett firing up right here. Shutting him down right there. AJ Styles at the point of his elbow to the back of the skull of Jarrett. Watch out. Oh, my God. That was some height on that backdrop, buddy.
Super elevation with the back body drop. A series of running clotheslines. The second that Styles gets up, Jarrett knocks him down.
Nice duck on the reversal. Whoop, 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 whoop. Ooh.
Backdrop suplex by Jarrett.
Looks like Jeff Jarrett's in the zone, Mike.
Yeah, just daring the TNA World Heavyweight Champ to get to his feet. When Styles does, he's doubled over. Oh, double underhook and drives him down.
Face first.
Gonna roll him over. Jarrett lateral press. No!
Again, not a lot behind the kick out of AJ Styles. That double unload into that face driver.
That would tell us that Jarrett has worn him down. Again, Jarrett measures from the middle rope. Oh, AJ caught him in mid-move.
Very nice. That was just an excellent counter while Jeff Jarrett was in midair. That underhook into that throw by AJ Styles. And now this is where AJ's dangerous, man.
AJ rolls outside.
Yeah, he can fly.
Regrouping here. And waiting for Jarrett now.
Look at that.
That springboard. You see the elevation he got on the flying forearm. He's got
him.
Jarrett's
Got him. Well, shoulder popped out by Jeff Jarrett.
Just barely. AJ can't believe it. Boy, the way he had the momentum of Jarrett's legs going over, he did have him stacked up and almost got the 3 count.
Referee Brian Hebner did a hell of a job right there to use his eyes to check the far shoulder to see the kick out.
Styles clash attempt. Jarrett sensed it, blocked it, reverses it. Well, that took a lot out of Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, well, both men are down. Turning point in the match.
Been very physical throughout this matchup. Again, Jeff Jarrett fighting for a potential world heavyweight title shot after our Lockdown pay-per-view event. But he's got to beat the champ, AJ Styles, first tonight. That all courtesy of Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, there's not much movement here. Up to 6, not much movement. And there we go, starting to move around both men. Now,
well, you saw the referee, Brian Hebner, stop counting between 6 and 7 because he was distracted by Flair, who's been rolled back out.
Get out of here. Too bad. Hey, too bad. I'm not going to ring the bell.
The referee didn't turn. You don't see what's going on behind him.
AJ got shoved off into the ropes by Jarrett, but instead of going to the ropes, he went right into the referee, Brian Hebner.
God, you see AJ's head hit that post?
Right into the steel. When Jarrett tossed him overhead.
That was
Jarrett shot. Gonna go for the stroke from the middle rope.
There's no referee though.
TNA World Heavyweight Champions down. Jarrett crawls across. Jarrett hooks the leg. But you can hear the fans. They're at 4, 5.
Well, what about this Bischoff?
Eric Bischoff into the ring.
Whoa.
He felt the wrath of the Jarrett guitar last week. Oh, Jarrett blocks it. Well, it worked a week ago.
Oh, Eric, get out of there. Shades of last week are about to pop up.
Oh, what a low blow by Styles. Just when Jarrett was going to crash the guitar over Bischoff's head. AJ Styles, Jarrett, there it is. Styles clashed down after the low blow.
It looks like, I don't know if AJ's hand got split open.
You can see the blood, I believe that is from AJ's hand.
His hand is split.
Bischoff rolls the referee in. Oh, and Hebner counts 3.
Here is your winner, the phenomenal AJ.
Oh my God. Well, a lot of moving parts in this match. AJ Styles' hand split open.
Well, again, Taz.
Got screwed, man. Jarrett got screwed here.
Hulk Hogan not at Impact tonight. trying to make things right with Jeff Jarrett, but Eric Bischoff can't help himself. You've got to wonder what Hulk thinks about this.
Yet to come tonight, it's our Impact main event. For the first time ever, it's going to be Hall, Nash, and Six-Pac taking on my guests at this time, Jeff Hardy, Rob Van Dam, and Eric Young. Gentlemen, tonight, it all takes place inside a steel cage.
First things first, JB, is I got to thank these guys for coming out and bailing me out earlier. Now, I never asked them to do that. They did it because it's the right thing to do. And what I did, maybe it wasn't smart, but I never claimed to be the smartest man. But what I am is clever. You know what, Kevin? You were clever at one point. You saw me coming up the ranks. You saw something in me and you tied your rope to me. You want to take that rope and tie it to that sinking ship? Then so be it. Because everyone can see I'm in this business for the right reasons. And you, well, you're in it for the wrong ones.
Very well put, Eric. Just like you said, we did it for the right reason. You're a fighter. That should take you up. Jeff and I believe that once you've made it to the top, you still have to fight harder than ever to deserve it. That's what we do. Those guys, Hall, Nash, Six-Pac, walking around spray paint and stuff, like they own the business. They've been doing that way too long. They disrespected you, and we got your back. Jeff, you got some words for him?
Yeah, I'll tag.
Tag, brother. Yeah.
Damn right. It's guys like that that keep their boots on top of my head when I'm climbing that ladder of success. They didn't mind if I was climbing a ladder to hit the Swanton Bomb, but this is a ladder that's climbing to the main event of a pay-per-view, where guys like Hall and Nash will be right there at the top to try to kick me back down to the bottom. Why? Because they know they can't shine my boots.
Now get your shine box, boys.
That's right. So tonight, Kevin, main event, the cage, the lights, the fans. I want you to look at your two partners, and then you look across the ring at my partners. And you answer this as honest as you can. Who traded up?
It's still to come tonight. It's the band, Nash, Hall, and Six-Pac versus RVD, Jeff Hardy, and Eric Young, and it's in the steel cage.
Could call the Snake Man or Coco Beware, but I don't trust those guys at all. I don't really trust them. Hey, Eric, whoa, don't go past me. I need to talk to you. I got it. Got the perfect main event. Brutus the Barber Beefcake versus the Model. Come on, no more thinking. I got it.
No, I got it.
Oh, yeah.
There's only one real main eventer in the building tonight.
What? You found Jimmy Snuka? Give me his number.
No, there's only one person that should be in that ring tonight. A real, true main eventer. That's you.
What?
You!
Me? Well, hold on, I wasn't going to say anything, but you said it first, didn't you?
Hey, man, you better go. They're going to be playing your music any moment.
Who is it?
Oh, you'll find out when you get to the ring. You're a true legend. That's how you roll.
That's right. That's how I roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from Elizabeth, New Jersey, Black Machismo,
Well, Hulk Hogan, he put Black Machismo in charge earlier today, and it was almost as if Hulk knew that Jay Lethal would drive Eric Bischoff crazy, but now it's Eric's chance to turn things around.
Well, I don't think that Hogan thought that Eric Bischoff would put Lethal in a match. I mean, especially with no prep time. And who the heck is Machismo opponent? Who's it going to be?
Eric didn't say. Guess we're going to all find out.
It's kind of a rhetorical question, Mike.
What Black Machismo does.
Rhetorical.
His opponents, Robert Roode and Cowboy James Storm, the team of Fear, Money Incorporated.
His opponent.
Wow. Yeah, and you know what? I guess it really shouldn't have been that much of a surprise considering how Beer Money Incorporated, over the course of the past few weeks, have become Eric Bischoff's, well, go-to guys.
Well, definitely. Beer Money's been doing Eric Bischoff's bidding. It's going to be basically a handicap match, 2-on-1 situation. Don't like Jay Lethal's chances here.
Yeah, when it comes to James Storm and Robert Roode, they carry out Eric Bischoff's orders. They don't ask any questions. You just know that Bischoff loves that kind of loyalty.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, Beer Money, foot soldiers for Eric Bischoff. And gotta say, man, like them or not, doing a hell of a job at it.
Handicap match here, but this one's 2-on-1, not a tag team situation.
Whoa!
Wow. Storm and Roode toss Machismo up into the air and up into the lights. And I mean, what kind of an opportunity does Lethal have here against two when it's not even a tag?
No, he's Beer Money tag team specialist, one of the greatest tag teams in the world today. 2-on-1 deal here. Oh, no opportunity for Jay Lethal to prepare.
How's it feel to be a main eventer, Jay Lethal?
Sudden stop, courtesy of the steel steps.
I guess now we know why earlier. Eric Bischoff acts as executive assistant, Mrs. Tessmacher.
Mrs.?
Yeah, Ms. My bad, M-I-S-S. To get a hold of Beer Money.
Yep, that sort of clues the deal, didn't it? Beer Money totally dominant with the double team suplex. Another quick reminder, next week, Impact special time, 8 p.m. Eastern and Pacific, but this one's been all James Storm and Robert Roode.
Well, basically, Roode and Storm could take their time. They do not have to tag in and out. Black Machismo, Jay Lethal is just beaten down. Oh, nice.
Let's see if Machismo can get a little bit of a comeback going. Well, that was quick, wasn't it?
Well, showed a lot of heart there, but oh! That might be the exclamation point.
Well, Machismo got things rolling, but then got cut off immediately.
A little beer break.
Look at this! Oh! He just rolled him up and hit Roode!
Black Machismo! Jay Lethal!
Upset City! What a shocker! James Storm turned away for a split second to grab the beer. And Jay Lethal rolled up Robert Roode, and Black Machismo wins the handicap match, and that's the way you celebrate.
Oh my God, Beer Money's living out of nowhere.
Scores the upset victory, and well, check this out. Look at Eric Bischoff's reaction. Black Machismo, Jay Lethal just beat Beer Money. Tonight on Impact, it's RVD, it's Jeff Hardy, and it's Eric Young. They're going to face the band. It's a six-man tag in a steel cage.
Yeah, but check this out. Up next, it will be Desmond Wolf versus the Pope. The Pope is pimping, baby, and it's coming up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, last week we all witnessed a very serious situation when Hernandez was injured at the hands of his tag team champion partner, Matt Morgan.
Well, these two men have had issues with each other for weeks. They had a one-on-one matchup last week, and Morgan kicked Hernandez right in the head. A devastating blow.
And Taz, I have to admit, this is still so tough to watch a week later. The images tell the story of what was a very scary moment for Hernandez.
I mean, look, let's face it, Hernandez, Mike, as you know, has a surgically repaired neck, and now with this injury, I mean, from what I'm hearing, it could be several months before Hernandez could return, if he can return.
And from what I'm told, the medical report says that he suffered herniated discs and cervical damage to his neck.
And again, he has a surgery repaired neck, so, I mean, that on top of it.
And Sean, we wish you well, speaking for myself and Taz and everyone at TNA, in your recovery.
Yeah, but Mike, I'll tell you what, we can confirm that next week, right here on Impact, we will hear from Matt Morgan on his actions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Chelsea from London, England, Desmond Wolf.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's take you back to earlier tonight on Impact, and Taz, Desmond Wolfe, and Chelsea, they had a plan.
Well, the Pope was out here speaking to his congregation, and then Chelsea kind of swaggered out here to use her powers of persuasion on the Pope. But let's face it, my man, it's not Pope's first communion, if you know what I'm saying. Pope is a little bit too street smart and kind of was one step ahead of Desmond Wolfe.
These two have had a series of very competitive matches. It's time to put them together again.
Well, here comes the Pope again.
His opponent from the streets of Harlem, New York, the Pope, D'Angelo Dinero.
Yes, the congregation is going to assemble in St. Louis, Missouri on April the 18th when the Pope gets the TNA World Heavyweight Champion AJ Styles in the confines of a steel cage.
And the bucks are falling from the sky right there. And tell you what, Desmond Wolfe kind of was embarrassed earlier, as we said. Set that trap up, didn't work. You got to figure Wolfe wants to tear apart the Pope.
See the eye contact that was made between the Pope, D'Angelo Dinero, and Chelsea, and the dirty look that she shot him. Another quick reminder, Taz. I know I'm going to be here. You're going to be here as well. We're going to be live next week. Impact's going to start at a special time. Join us at 8 p.m. Eastern and Pacific.
Well, Desmond Wolfe seems to be ready to rock and roll while the Pope just... Why Pope turned his back right there, got a little too cocky right there. The Pope is pimtacular. Don't believe him, he'll tell you himself.
Now, these two competitors have had a series of matches here in TNA. It's gone back and forth. It's been so competitive.
Absolutely. Both these men have traded victories with each other. Quite the rivalry building.
Of course, it was back and against all odds. 3 victories in one night for the Pope. That's what separated him from everybody else, and that's what gained him that world title match upcoming at Lockdown.
Well, personally, I'm a huge fan of Desmond Wolfe and the Pope, both these men. But Wolfe, just the way he dissects, someone's body and arm, leg, whatever, ribs.
Like this.
Yeah, well, exactly.
I mean, it's just so unique, the style of offense, but that's the way to turn it around. The leg strength of D'Angelo Dinero, able to twist it, and Desmond screams out in pain before reaching to the ropes for the break.
You see Chelsea looking on, even looking beautiful while she's perplexed.
And now making a motion to Desmond Wolfe. She's still upset about what went down earlier
Pope,
with the Pope.
Pope basically, he gave her a little kiss of Rooney there, dropped her. I don't know if there was any...
It was a lip lock.
I don't know if it was in tongue, who knows. But anyway, right now, Wolfe, face first goes to Pope. And, might as well go for the third buckle. You got him on the top and second.
When I watch Desmond Wolfe, it's always as if he's got some kind of a plan, some kind of strategy, and that's an approving look from Chelsea as Wolfe continues the offense. You can just see it in his strategy, the way that he dissects the opposition.
Exactly, Mike. He's calculated. Desmond Wolfe is calculated in his attack. He's just motivated by, I say, a little nod by Chelsea, like, go ahead, put it on him or whatever. However she talks, she's kind of got that slanky voice. Slanky, bro.
I mean, I Googled Dilligaff, and now I'm going to write that one down. I'm going to have to Google slanky.
Some tomatoes are slanky when they talk, but Wolfe now trying to just keep the Pope down.
I mean, you see Desmond Wolfe continue to make that eye contact with Chelsea. You just wonder if it's going to maybe affect his focus and his concentration.
Hey, look, maybe that motivates Desmond Wolfe looking at, at Chelsea. But right now, you might want to take a look at it. If it does motivate him, because Pope is on fire.
Leaves his feet, does the Pope. Flying shoulder block, takes down Desmond Wolfe, but then series of reversals ends up with Wolfe going off, and there's the Thez press from the Pope. I guess that's pretty good with the Thez press, as he's got the TNA World Heavyweight title match in Lou's hometown of St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah.
That's called tying it in.
That's called a segue. Or tying it in.
But the segue is what they drive around the airport. No, I guess not.
Look, here comes Wolf, here comes Wolf. Oh.
Full speed ahead, but the Pope's one step ahead of Desmond. Drops down with an open hand. The palm thrust right into the face of Wolf.
Yeah. Right now, the Pope not done. Don't take too long. Here we go. Oh! Right across the sternum. Tremendous athleticism. Oh, by the Pope, but
Chelsea up on the entrance ramp.
Referee Earl Hebner, he's kind of distracted.
We had a close-up look of Desmond Wolf going into his trunks. And you can see there that close-up shows us that he's pulled a steel chain and he's got it wrapped around his. I know you were looking at Chelsea. Knockout blow by Wolf. Desmond Wolf covers the Pope, and Desmond Wolf has just defeated the Pope.
Here is your winner, Desmond Wolf.
Wow. I said it earlier that Chelsea tried to use her powers of persuasion on the Pope. Didn't work with Pope, but it worked with referee Earl Hebner. Wow. The girl's got grandkids the age of Chelsea, let's be honest. What a victory for Desmond Wolf.
Chelsea wants. Chelsea gets. Desmond Wolf will go to any length to get the win. That victory just shut down the Pope's momentum going into lockdown. Ladies and gentlemen, up next, 6-man tag in a steel cage. It's our Impact main event. It's the Band versus RVD, Jeff Hardy, and Eric Young. The steel cage that's in place for our 6-man main event tonight will also be our battleground for lockdown in St. Louis. This cage, unlike any other that's been used in TNA history.
Well, it's 15 feet high in total weight, just under 2 tons. This thing's a nasty structure.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing professional wrestling's only Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle.
Well, Taz, we wondered what this is about during the commercial break as we saw Kurt Angle, the Olympic gold medalist, making his way towards the impact zone. We were anticipating our 6-man tag, our main event steel cage match.
Yeah, I don't quite know what the deal is here. Always great to see Kurt Angle. So, saw Val hand him a microphone, so I'm assuming we'll hear what the story is with Kurt Angle.
Mr. Anderson, ever since you stepped foot in TNA, you set your sights on Kurt Angle. After Destination X, some people even said you might be every bit as good as Kurt Angle. Really, Ken? Really? Do you even know who Kurt Angle is? What motivates me? Do you know what I'm thinking as I'm standing here in this steel cage? What I'm thinking at this very second? Let me give you some insight as to who Kurt Angle really is. I'm an Olympic champion who has made a living on winning and playing by the rules. Because that's what athletes do. We're always in command and always in control. But somehow, I lost all control. Maybe it was because of you spitting in my face. Maybe it's because you cut me up with my warrior tag. Maybe it's because you degraded the great troops of the United States of America. Maybe it's because of all those things, Mr. Anderson. But one thing's for sure. At lockdown, it's going to be you and me one last time. In this steel cage, one-on-one. No rules, no regulations, no control. And the only way to survive is to physically walk through that steel door. And I promise you one thing, Mr. Anderson,
the ending of this match will be my hands, my face, and my body covered with your blood. Oh, it's real. It's damn real.
Kurt, I think that it's about time for you and I to be, as you would put it, damn real. I mean, seriously, this little war, feud, rivalry that we got going on has got to stop, man. We're gonna kill each other. I mean, look at week after week after week. I bloody you, you bloody me. I lay you out with a chair, you lay me out with a chair. I beat you. Let me repeat that again. I beat you. You beat me. We're 50-50, man. We're canceling each other out. So TNA management decides to put us inside that steel cage so that we can settle our differences once and for all. Only one man emerges victorious, right? Let me tell you something about that. A little birdie came and sat on my shoulder in the back. I don't want to say who that little birdie was. Eric Bischoff. And he told me that he sanctioned a match for next week's Impact between yours truly and you. And it's not just going to be any old wrestling match. No. It's not going to be a game of tiddlywinks. It's not going to be an arm wrestling competition. It's going to be, are you ready? Drum roll, please. You, Kurt Angle, and Mr. Anderson on TNA Impact will have a ladder match. Yeah. And at the top of that ladder is going to be a key. And that key is going to open up a lock. And that lock will open up the door to that steel cage at Lockdown. And you know, I know you've heard it before, Kurt. May the best man win. Well, to be quite honest with you, it doesn't pain me to say this, the better man will not win. Because, Kurt, you're a better man than I am. Yeah, you're a better father to your children than I'll ever be. You're a better son to your parents than I was, than I am right now, than I will ever be. You're a better role model for the youth of America than I even frickin' care to be. Don't you think Kurt's a nice guy? Kurt Angle's a nice guy, everybody. Well, you know what? Nice guys always finish last. Well, Kurt, next week and then again at Lockdown, look into my eyes when I tell you that thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God, I'm in it. Ass.
You heard it next week. Impact when it airs at the special special time of 8 p.m. It's going to be Mr. Anderson versus Kurt Angle in a ladder match. And the cage door key's going to hang in the balance. Who's going to have the edge, the advantage for Lockdown in St. Louis?
Oh, Mike, that's a massive advantage if you win that ladder match next week and get the key for the door, because that's how you got to win that cage match, is leave via the door. You got the key. Hello? That's big time.
That's next week.
Yeah. Well, it's time for our main event right now.
This is now. This is tonight. And it's steel cage main event time. And here comes the reunited band led by Kevin Nash.
Former members right there. Main event Mafia. Show respect from Nash to Kurt Angle.
Kevin Nash, Six-Pac, Scott Hall, headed to the unforgiving steel structure. That same battleground that we'll use at Lockdown, it's going to be in our main event tonight right here on Impact. There they are, Nash, Hall, Six-Pac. They're in the cage. When we return, we'll have the introduction of their opponents, Eric Young, RVD, and Jeff Hardy.
Ladies and gentlemen, their opponents in this steel cage match main event. First, from Canada, Eric Young.
Well, as we just heard, lethal lockdown.
Yeah.
Lockdown in St. Louis is going to be huge. But now it's time for EY, Eric Young, to get inside the steel cage and get himself some revenge.
Yeah, I think EY, Eric Young, might want to wait. That's good thinking right there. Don't get in that bad boy until your partners come. Here comes one of them right now, Mr. Monday Night.
His tag team partner from Battle Creek, Michigan, Rob Van Dam.
Well, unlike Kevin Nash, one thing we know for certain, RVD, Jeff Hardy, they've got Eric Young's back tonight.
Big time.
And their tag team partner from Cameron, North Carolina, the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy!
Third member of the team enters the impact zone. And here comes Jeff Hardy to join RVD and Eric Young to face the band.
Well, as you can see, Jeff Hardy just a little bit different than most folks. He's out there.
He's got his creatures of the night all over the impact zone, Taz.
Yeah, no surprise. I like this trio of these three men here. We saw earlier tonight, basically Rob Van Dam and Eric Young bailed out. Eric Young, the band was about to rip him apart. Oh, God.
Just as Eric Young came towards the cage, Six-Pac took the steel door, slammed it in his face.
Well, looks like the band had some sort of a strategy.
Oh, and they executed that game plan, that strategy to perfection. What a spin kick by Six-Pac right in the face of RVD.
Wow, I'll tell you what, Van Dam ate that one. Six-Pac drilled him in the jaw now. The match has officially started. Kevin Nash has got Jeff Hardy. Big size difference there.
And now RVD tossed inside the steel cage.
No, wait a minute.
Keep your eyes here on Six-Pac. He's taking the padlock.
Where's Eric Young?
Eric Young is out on the arena floor. You can't see it. It's just out of camera range. There he is.
Well,
that was from the attack.
That's a
just as he came towards the cage when they slammed the door.
Yep, he got blasted. It's a 3-on-2 situation now.
Gonna boil down to pin or submission to win it. But it is 3-on-2 because the band has locked Eric Young outside of the cage.
Wow, this is not a good situation here for Hardy and Van Dam. They're trapped in there.
They're trapped, and it has been all the band, even before the opening bell. That was RVD that just went right into the side of the cage.
And the band, Six-Pac, Nash, and Scott Hall. Vicious men, notorious for being violent, disrespectful, and vicious.
Anything more disrespectful than a Bronco Buster over and over and over again on Jeff Hardy from Six-Pac? Again, another reminder, special time next week for Impact on Spike TV, 8 p.m. Eastern and Pacific. We'll hear from Matt Morgan. It's the Pope versus Desmond Wolfe and Kurt Angle, Mr. Anderson in a ladder match. But Taz, this one has been all Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and Six-Pac.
Like I said earlier, the band had a plan, and the plan is definitely playing out big time for Hall, Nash, and Six-Pac. Well, there comes Van Dam with those kicks, and here comes Hardy. Both these guys give their utmost every time they compete. 3-on-2, 4-on-2, whatever.
Yeah, amazingly, RVD and Hardy had turned it around.
Oh, nice.
Like that.
Beautiful counter into that power bomb. Looks like Six-Pac had some sort of a leapfrog or something in mind.
Yeah, but Jeff Hardy had other thoughts, power bombing him directly down. RVD doing pretty well with Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. Rolling Thunder.
Oof. Nice chemistry between Van Dam and Hall.
Oh, man. We saw that chemistry last week, that terrific tag team win over Beer Money Incorporated. And RVD and Jeff Hardy, they've got it here. They've got the chemistry. They've got the ability, but they don't have the numbers. It's 2 against 3. Hardy right up the back of his partner and right into Scott Hall.
That was sweet right there, and chopping down that massive redwood, the giant himself, Nash. And, oh, there comes...
You can see the blood pouring down the arm of Eric Young when that cage door.
Well, Eric Young's going to get in his cage by hook or crook. But Six-Pac going to try and cut him off the pass, Mike.
EY all the way to the top, but he's in that precarious position up there. And he's eating right hands.
Here comes Van Dam behind.
Six-Pac. RVD said they'd have his back.
And well, speaking of back, Pac just landed on his.
Band members all laid out in the ring.
Wait, Mike. You might see some flying here. Both these men are reckless and dangerous. Van Dam one corner. Hardy on the other. Well, look at EY. Look at Eric Young.
RVD and Hardy strike. Eric Young. My God, he's on the top of the cage. Did you see that elbow drop off the top of the cage?
Good God.
Cover.
Get him. He's got him.
1, 2, yeah.
Here are your winners, Eric Young, Rob Van Dam, and Jeff Hardy.
Wow. They were in a bad spot. Was Eric Young, Van Dam, and Hardy. Great strategy by the band by keeping one member out. But Eric Young got back into the mix.
Band totally dominates when it's 2 versus 3. But when it's evened up, you see what happens. Eric Young, Rob Van Dam, Jeff Hardy, they win our Impact Steel Cage main event. Can you believe Eric Young off the top of the cage?
Hey, listen, man, that's a 15-foot elbow drop off the top of this massive structure. Eric Young, great job right there.
Here it is.
This elbow drop we're talking about. That's from 15 feet. Look, Six-Pac's been in some battles in his career, and he's tough as hell.
Got to take another look from another angle,
I see it, but there's no way you're kicking out of that. That was just straight up insane. Wow.
Look at this shot.
Awe-inspiring elbow drop from Eric Young. He gets it done. Victorious is Van Dam, Hardy, and EY.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just received word that Christy Hemme is standing by with the Monster Abyss, and he's going to reveal his first teammate for Team Hogan in Lethal Lockdown.
On April 18th at Lockdown will be the return of Lethal Lockdown. Team Flair versus Team Hogan, and I'm joined right now by the captain of Team Hogan, Abyss. Now, Abyss, I heard you have a monster announcement.
Yes, I do, Christy. You see, as captain of Team Hogan, representing Hulkamania and all the Hulkamaniacs, I will do everything and anything by any means necessary to ensure the total annihilation of Team Flair, and especially its captain, Sting. Sting, one time you mentored me. You took me under your wing and you carried me through some of the toughest times in my life. And now you're on the other side. The wrong side. And at Lockdown, we're coming to get you. That's right, Christy. There will be 3 other members of Team Hogan. And these 3 chosen warriors must be hungry, bloodthirsty, and especially have an axe to grind. After what I saw here tonight, I've made my selection for the 2nd member of Team Hogan. And I talked to the Hulkster, and he's given me his approval.
Who is it?
Oh, Christy, hear me. Isn't this business crazy? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Let me just say this. This deal between me and Bischoff, we're just getting started. But now I want to move on to the next order of business. And now that the Hulkster has got my respect and a newfound trust, I'm proud to be on his team. Ric Flair, you want to get involved in my matches? You want to cost the founder the TNA title? Well, I'm going to start getting involved in your matches, and it's going to be at Lockdown. You know, for the last 6 months, I've got a lot of pent-up frustration. And in one night only, April 18th, I'm blowing it all off in St. Louis.
Your move, Nature Boy. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when the Monster Abyss, Jeff Jarrett, and Team Hogan run wild on you?
Wow, what a smart move by Abyss to add Jarrett to Team Hogan. Nobody has more experience in Lethal Lockdown than Jeff Jarrett. Nature Boy, what's your next move? Who's going to join Sting on Team Flair? Join us live next Monday. Impact, special time, 8 p.m. Eastern and Pacific, when Kurt Angle meets Mr. Anderson in the ladder match.